Until now, the priority, of the legislations trying really to decrease the energy consumption of buildings was really to decrease the heating demand. Now, we have to address the problem during the summer, which means that we need to have less solar gains or even minimize solar gains, increase heat gains from the building, and control in a better way the overall systems of the building. This means that we need to have an integrated design, an holistic design that balances the performance of the building both during the summer and the winter period. So we need to have holistic and integrated approaches in our legislation. The European directive is trying to do that, but much more issues are necessary. And an holistic and integrated approach means that we don't have to restrict our, rules only to the envelope or, to the building scale. One of the major, sources of overheating and increase of the cooling load is the environmental quality of cities. Actually, European cities present a very important overheating. If we don't address the problem of the urban overheating, it is very difficult really to decrease the cooling demand of buildings. New regulations and decision makers, they have to consider the problem of overheating in an holistic approach, identifying the different sources of overheating and try to address using the best technological, social, political and economic, tools, the different sources. This means that we have to start from the city scale, move to the neighborhood scale and then to the building scale using advanced technologies, using at the same time new materials, new techniques, and everything that has really research given us during the very last years. This means that we need a fundamental change of, the regulations in order really to avoid a tremendous increase of the electricity demand for cooling and a tremendous social problem, especially for the low-income population. The first victims of overheating is the low-income population, because they are living in houses of low thermal quality, not well protected, and also because they are living in parts of cities which present much higher temperature. And at the same time, because they are closing windows, doors, everything, they are living under very high indoor pollution, 4 or 5 times higher. We know very well that heat-related mortality of low-income population is almost the double than the heat-related mortality of high-income population. So you understand that overheating affects very much low-income population, but not only comfort. It affects their, income. It affects their productivity because they have much lower productivity during the period of, high temperatures. It affects their health. It affects, their well-being. During the last 20 years, there's a tremendous research carried out all around the world, which really has resulted in the development of very high quality materials, systems, and techniques, and technologies in general, which can really decrease or even minimize the cooling demand of buildings. These materials, these systems, these techniques have to do with the envelope of the buildings, like the cool and the super cool materials, which present up to 10 degrees subambient temperature under the sun, with the development of new, transparent components, advanced glazing, with advanced ventilation systems, and many other, systems. As a result, now we are able to have and design and operate zero energy buildings during the summer period, even in hot climates. In tropical climates, now we have buildings with zero energy consumption during the summer period using passive cooling techniques. So technology is here. Technology may, help very much to decrease the cooling demand of buildings and protect, let's say, the well-being and the health of people. Of course, this means that new regulations have to be implemented, and this means that the technological developments have to be translated into proper legislation.